I've seen God work in my life. So, for several years, I wanted to do this discipleship program called Lift. It's a year-long training where you take college theology classes, go on epic outdoor adventures every week. And at the end of the year, go on a 2-week missions trip. This year, I have grown so much spiritually and through getting involved in a great church that I thought Lift was going to be the perfect next step. I had so many people pray that I would get in. I had a phone interview that went great, and I felt like I really had it in the bag. But when I hung up, I was a mess. I had wanted it for so long, but I never asked God for His will. Suddenly, His will and mine collided in an awful mess. I almost felt sick. So many doubts and fears I didn't even know I had started surging through my mind. I called my youth leader and we talked about it, but after we hung up, I just sat on my bed and cried. It was a weird experience. After a month of wrestling in prayer, I still felt no peace. It was really disorienting. I questioned God and thought, why would this not be what you want me to do? Why would you not want me to spend an entire year dedicated to you? Isaiah 43:19 says, "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." I did not see God's path through the wilderness for a long time. There was no peace, so I canceled the Lyft application. And I applied to one university, the one I wanted to go to, and I got in, and I felt peace. I still have so much to learn, but that chaos I see now has all been a part of His plan to grow me. Ask for His will to guide you to where He wants to use you. He might surprise you. It still terrifies me to pray, God, your will and not mine. But I know He promises to work all things together for good. I remember praying about this one time while I was driving, praying over this decision, but I physically couldn't get out the words. I prayed, God, do your, I can't, do whatever is good. I could not humble myself enough to pray the prayer I needed to pray in that moment. Only when I surrendered my will was I able to see how much better His is. I still don't understand it. This is not the path I expected to be on, and if you asked me 6 months ago if I'd be content, I probably would have laughed in your face. This verse fits perfectly. Ephesians 2:8-10 says, "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this is not of yourselves. It is the free gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which He prepared in advance for us to do." This is what He prepared for me all along. If there's any decision, big or small, ask God to guide you to the path He wants you to be on. He might have you change the entire course of your life, but don't be scared if that's what He asks you to do. I encourage you to seek His will in all things and trust Him when He reveals it to you. Thank you for letting me share a bit of my heart with you, and I pray and encourage you or help you if you're going through something